Manaus, a representation in print imagery. The city of Manaus, the state of Amazonas capital, has historically been marked entrances and exits of a number of people come to the small town. In this context, based on the involvement men and nature have also left marks in the most areas that refer to protected city. From this scenario can be questioned how the image Manaus found in prints of handcrafted shirts are sold at the city level. How such has image this space for those who sell and those who wear the shirts. This conflict with symbolic meanings that mediate buying process and sale. To begin with, one needs to understand the Latin culture and the relationship with the design to understand the similarity of objects. The perception of design goes beyond the object details. With the subject, this means that the design works in different cultural values produce objects that are issued by the society, which close the relationship between culture and design. From a longer historical survey can be understood the idea of urban Manaus. This beautiful time marked the city with simple buildings, mainly in the management of the governor Eduardo Ribeiro, who said, "I found Vidaur and made it a modern city." A memory that recalls the beautiful time found in the prints of the church sold as souvenirs, not only representing the urban architecture, but also the landscape reproduced in the Amazon fauna and flora. An investigative process was carried out at Craft Fair in the center of Manaus, where found several iconic prints relating to Manaus, Amazonas, with the preference criterion in quality, durability, and originality, as measured by visitors, were select two types of techniques, embroidery and screen printing. From the perspective appreciated, it was possible to investigate two images given as Amazon signs, the jaguar and the Rio Negro bridge. The pattern of the jaguar is well-known fauna of the Amazon sign. The pattern of the Rio Negro bridge is the most receptive sign of the inhabitants of the state. The public interest identifies the print and accepts as Amazon. Then the image of the jaguar and the Rio Negro bridge are symbols of the city of Manaus, in our more general aspect symbol of the Amazon. In terms of symbolic mediation, we have a picture that refers to the nature and the other because of human construction. Although the preference among tourists remains the fauna and flora, perhaps as a reference and more uncertain and wild nature area that has been created over time. The reflection shows us how culture is a dynamic process, appropriate field for research and design studies, since it completes the coded signs and symbols.